Alrighty then. Let's see what we got going on now. That's better.
We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
No. You telling me no?
Alright then. What do we got going on?
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. That one is slant to McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go. Yeah.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down.
You gotta be kidding me.
Right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Definitely a very goal line right there.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Play action, now it's Daniels. That is caught, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Daniels out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Williams. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing is Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift from 8 yards out. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
To throw is Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
He'll get this down to the 38. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Quan Martin there on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Williams. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him. I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have cut the lead back down to 2.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal, and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Daniels. Rolling to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A give left side to Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Seibert on for the PAT. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go now.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. And just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Williams. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got the first down and more. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds instead of an incomplete pass.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keenan Allen from 10 yards out. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. On the return, Simba Webster from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Able to find Kmet. Look at the big fella go. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
He's back to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Steps away. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
There he goes again. Terry McLaurin.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Williams.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Williams.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tyler Scott, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he'll get maybe a yard. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw with, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack. Third and long. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Throwing now, Daniel. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on down. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Walker. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions. And so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Second down and 8. Daniels now going to look to throw. He's going to run it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
It's literally
Mike,
the same
anytime
guy.
you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he indeed picks up a Bears 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. A run here with Smith. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 2nd and 7. Now Williams.
Come on.
As he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback, and I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and
oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
with the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Over the middle, that's Kmet. The Bears are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Williams to the air once more. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Michael Walker.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Inside the 20. And
So dumb.
take this back all the way. Touchdown, Washington. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this will be incomplete.
I had it.
Rome Odunze,
I had
the one he
him.
was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Williams. He's going to look downfield once again. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Wow.
For the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And this is why you don't want to be in 3rd and long, Mike. I like to call it 3rd and pass. When the entire stadium knows that you have to pass the ball if you wish to gain a 1st down, it just makes you so predictable and one-dimensional. And now you add in the fact that you have a rookie quarterback behind center and advantage defense.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On play action, Daniels. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide